Spencer Massey, winner of the Traxxis Top Fuel shootout. Spencer, you talked a lot this week and you and the week before about how important it would be for you to win this race, to bringing back maybe some mystique to the event and just bringing home $100,000. Has it sunk in yet? Talk about that final round and what does it mean now for you and your team to take home this award?
Well, obviously, just making it into the Traxxis shootout is huge. I mean, to win a race out here in the Full Throttle Drag Racing Series, especially this year, is amazing because every car out here is bad to the bone. And getting into the shootout on the first race was just like, hey, we got that out of the way. We're in the shootout. And so leading up to this event now, throughout this week, it's been pretty nail-biting. We came out and tested last week, made 7 passes, we made pretty good runs, and so we knew we had some data. We knew we had what it took to get the win. We just had to put it all together and make sure it happens on Saturday, on today. And with the weather that we had this morning and the way everything was looking, it was tough to even fathom getting to be able to run all 3 rounds today. And then obviously NHRA does an awesome job of prepping, getting everything together, getting up their first round. It went down the racetrack, A to B, just like we wanted to do. Last night it was a little bit of a nail-biter because we didn't make it down the track. So coming in the first round, not qualified, having to go down the racetrack, having to get the round win, was a little bit tough. Obviously getting that out of the way, said, okay, now we got to go run Morgan. Well, he went low AT of the round that round, so we had to push for it. The semi-second round, whichever we want to talk about it, it was almost like one of the final round meet because we knew we had to run well. We knew Morgan was going to try and run well, and it ran extremely well. 76 went number 1 qualifier, and then the final round, Steve Torrance. I mean, that car has been running on the string all year long. I mean, he's wanting to win, and just as much as I am. We both grew up in Texas. We both grew up bracket racing around Division 4, so we know exactly what it takes as a driver and as a crew chiefs and crew guys, what it takes to do this. It's extremely hard. So in the finals, it was a little bit different situation because now it's nighttime. The dude's sitting in. I'm sitting in there waiting to fire the car up. My visor's fogging up real bad. I'm trying not to breathe. I'm sweating because it's so humid, so then my sweat's dripping down my face and then making the visor fog up. Whenever I turn on the top light and Steve-O turned on the top light, I put the visor down and it was just foggy. All I saw was just lights going every which way. I could still see that Christmas tree and I could still see the crew, and that's all that matters. Because I hit the reaction time, I don't know what I had, hit the light and the car just stuck. And that Todd Okahara and Phil Schuler power with that Prestone car, it just started moving out there. And when I went across the finish line, I saw the 78 come up with that wind light. And you know what it was like? It was like winning the Traxxis shootout because it's amazing to win this. I mean, for Mike Jenkins, for Traxxis to come in and put $100,000 or $200,000 for the Top Fuel and then another $100,000 for Funny Car, it's amazing that these guys can come into the sport and do what they've done. They've put so much money, so much enthusiasm into coming into NHRA. That's awesome for a great company like that to be able to sponsor a great event like this and be able to come in and win it the first time that they sponsored it. That just makes it that much better. Now I get to take the trophy back to Texas, where Traxxis is from.
Can you describe how significant that prize money is to your group?
The money is definitely awesome. The guys all obviously like winning races. We all like to get a little bonus money, but more importantly, it's the trophy. It's winning the race. I mean, bonus money's bonus money. It's $100,000 obviously, and Don gets that check, and I get to have the big check that I'm holding up at the finish line. So, to me, I don't do it for the cash. I do it for wins. To drive a race car goes 330 miles an hour. This is my life dream. I mean, if I had to do it and eat dirt, don't tell Don that, I would do it.
This is a great way to bounce back after Brainerd. That had to be a little disappointing. I think you feel extra motivated to just show up.
Well, of course, yeah. With our first round loss in Brainerd, it was our first round loss of the season, and that was pretty devastating. We lost our points lead, so it was pretty devastating. So to come in here and do this, we did exactly what we wanted to do, obviously win the shootout, but to go number 1, go down the racetrack, not just go out and shake the tires. We came here and tested and made 7 runs, and it was just right back to the normal race car. First run at Brainerd was almost a fluke. We could have went right back up there and made the exact same run and not changed the knob, and it probably would have went right down the racetrack. So it was just one of those things, first run at Brainerd, to where it was a nitro car and it kind of threw us the curve. So basically we just wiped that run out. Hey, that didn't even happen. Come here and just be focused and do what we know, and that's what we did. It went down the racetrack.
blessing because it made you a little more focused.
It's exactly right. That made us, well, it made us want it that much more. It made us just strive to do it, which we already have. We already have been doing that. We have been really hungry to get out here and do this Traxxis shootout because we were the first ones in it. We said, hey, we need to win it.
How important is something like this to ensure that next year you're still in the same dragster, still with the same team, going on the racetrack?
Well, obviously, winning races helps to keep my seat in that race car. Obviously, we still need to find a sponsor. I mean, hey, that car is yellow. We have a new Mellow Yellow sponsor for any train next year, so at least it matches that. But we need to find something. And Don Schumacher has so many great sponsors over with the rest of the funny cars and the Top Fuel cars that Don will keep us around. That I'm certain that something will come up. I haven't heard any word yet, but if you know anybody like Buffalo Wild Wings, that'd be nice because I like my wings.
What was your mood like after the semi? That was a huge success. Time, everything about it. You had to walk away from that looking towards the final, thinking really positively.
We were thinking extremely positive, especially after running that 76. But you're exactly right. Second round was almost like running the finals because Morgan had been running so well. He's always very excellent on the tree. And Todd and Phil and myself, we sat back and talked and said, you know, we have to go for it. We're going to turn the screws. I'm going to try and do the best I can and cut the great light, which he still did end up leaving on me. But it's one of those deals to where after we won that round and obviously seen the 76, tons of confidence in it. So we just wanted to go up there and not mess up. We did not want to beat ourselves. Just go A to B. That's what I told Todd, which is funny. I went back to Todd right before we were about to roll up, and I'm like, all right, Todd, what you think? He goes, we're good, we're good. I said, just A to B, right? A to B, just right down the racetrack. It goes A to B, but very fast.
He was pretty humble. He said, yeah, we do what we can do. But he's a pretty good kid.
Todd is awesome. I mean, he's a man of few words, but trust me, it's all up here because what's not coming out of his mouth is going into the brain, and he's putting it down into that race car. He's kind of shy from the camera. He's kind of shy to talk on TV or the radio or anything, but he's not shy to talk to that race car, and he does it very, very well.
Did Don say anything to you before the run or immediately after the run?
We haven't talked throughout since elimination started in the Traxxis shootout, but afterwards he could not be more. He almost, I think he ran out of gas in the scooter trying to come down and get to us because he caught it right on the vehicle coming back up here. But he was just ecstatic, saying great job, great job. He couldn't believe it. It was awesome, and he was telling me to hold the check up. I'm like, no, Don, here, it's your check. So.
He said, don't screw this up.
You guys advanced with the check a little bit there on the car.
Oh yeah, it's good times. Trust me, I cannot dance, but at least I try whenever I'm having fun.
You said you were going to follow up all the great performances you've had all year and put them into this Traxxis shootout.
Yeah, and I think we did. I mean, especially with that 76, it showed that we knew what it took to get down the racetrack. I mean, there was a couple of 77s that came behind us, but we have tons of data. We've had data to run a 72. But if the conditions are there, we would try and do it. Obviously, the conditions were good enough for 76, and I'm extremely happy for all my guys, for everybody around my team in DSR. This would not have happened without every one of my guys, even back the shop that build my chassis, that work every day trying to get all our cars together to help out for our Presto car to win the Traxxis shootout. It's hats off to all my guys.
When Schumacher was saying last night, what happened to the 3.7s? I thought we'd have a bunch of...
Well, so did I.
Yeah, we got...
Well, I thought we would have a 370 last night, and that's what we were trying for whenever we smoked the tires. So we were saving it for today in the second round, I guess.
There you go.
How big in your career will this be if you show back up on Monday afternoon telling us what a great run you had to win the U.S. Nationals?
That would be amazing. Now, let's talk about that on Monday. but no, I mean, that would just be 10 times even better. I mean, this is one race within itself. So I mean, we're still here to race because the main goal is to win the championship. So we need to go around so we can get as much points as we can. We want to try and get that points lead back, which can be kind of tough because Antron has a lead on us right now. Not to say I want to see my teammate do bad, but it wouldn't be a bad idea if I saw my car go to the #1 spot. So our goal is we're not not going to pay attention to what anybody else does. If we can just go out, go to the finals, and try and win the race like we did on this Traxxis shootout, it's all going to speak for itself.
Is there any kind of similarity to winning the Jegs All-Stars like you did in Alcohol Dragster, doing a race within a race thing here?
You know what? That's exactly right. I didn't even think about it like that. And the Jegs All-Star takes the best of the best in each division from around the entire country to bring them all together for an 8-car field, just like we have here. And I won the 2007 Jegs All-Star Championship in the Alcohol Dragster in Joliet, Illinois. And that was amazing. I mean, to win that check, holding that check, I still have that back at the house for the Jegs All-Star since 2007. And this check will be hanging up right beside it. It's awesome. I mean, this is, I wouldn't say it's better, but it is a little bit better because it's the Top Fuel Traxxis shootout, but it's ranking right up there. The Jegs All-Star race is ranking right up there with us.